Inky Johnson is not just a name, it's a symbol of determination, of struggle, of a mission that refused to die. He was a young boy who dared to dream beyond the dirty waters of poverty and into the bright lights of the NFL. Every day was a battle with hunger, with pain, with fear, but his eyes carried a light that reached beyond the stars. In a tiny house where 14 people slept in one room, he watched his mother's tired face, his father's absence, and the darkness of a life that gave him no promises. But there was something in him that wasn't built to break. Every day after school he would run miles, he would pray, he would push himself, believing that one day he would make it to the NFL and give his mother the life she always deserved. For Inky, football wasn't just a game, it was his war, it was his weapon, it was his way out. But then came that one moment that changed everything. In 2006, one brutal hit, one impact, and the arm that once carried his dreams was now paralyzed forever. His dream shattered. Pain took over and the road to greatness suddenly disappeared. But Inky refused to quit. He didn't fall to the ground, he stood up in faith. He didn't ask why me, he asked what now. He turned his pain into power, his story into purpose. He knew if God took him off the field, maybe it was to place him on a stage where his voice could reach the world. And that's exactly what happened. He became a voice that lights up hearts, a fire that ignites hope, a dream that awakens others. Inky lost everything he worked for, but found something that now forces millions to believe again in themselves, in faith and purpose. Every word he speaks is truth, every line burns with passion, every silence holds a prayer. He says life is not about what happens to you, it's about what you do with what happens to you. He reminds us never to see pain as the enemy, because sometimes pain is the very thing that shows you your real purpose. He is a light to every young soul standing in darkness, wondering if they can rewrite their story. And Inky shouts, yes you can. His life is living proof that no matter what you lose, if you don't lose your faith, your spirit, your purpose, you can rise to become someone who changes the world. His speeches aren't fancy, they're real, they shake your soul, because he knows that what breaks you also builds you. Today Inky speaks across the world in universities, teams, companies, delivering one message: you can fall, but you are not finished. Your dreams may die, but if your spirit stays alive, you will rise again. He doesn't speak to impress, he speaks to transform. He says, I lost my arm but I found my purpose. And maybe that's the greatest victory anyone can have, because in the end your real success isn't what the world sees, it's the battle you win within. And that is Inky Johnson's greatest triumph, his true victory and his real story.